everybody. Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a great first day of the year and everybody's doing super well. And I hope everybody's enjoying their day. Today's video is going to be Russia, of course. And today, very interesting information. Yesterday I did a video pertaining the case of Navalny and how Christo Grozov received and posted information that he gathered pertaining FSB officers' travel, which were altogether over 500 trips. I had a link to those documents as well in my other video. I will post the link to that in this video as well in my yesterday's video. So this is very interesting. So how did Bellingcat, an investigator, was able to obtain all those records? And there's very interesting correlation that just happened, and I wanted to point it out. And actually that is possibly how he obtained all that information. So basically, he's an investigative journalist who analyzed a lot of records. He released previous travels of FSB officers. Now he released full trips and travels. He restricted 2 trips because he said they're highly classified because he's working on another expose pertaining to that. But this is where it gets very interesting. BBC just published a little piece yesterday, and it also appeared in a lot of Russian message boards because it's quite a big deal. And I want to point it out and bring coloration about it. So apparently since 2016, there was a new commander that came to MVD, which is Russian Law Enforcement Services, etc. And he mandatory ordered his staff to have a WhatsApp group to collect and post in that group, which is supposed to be closed group, information pertaining the leaders' travel, and including Putin's, including high-ranking Kremlin officials, and even high-ranking intelligence officials. So it could be possible that the trips that those individuals took that actually Christo Grozov has and published their itinerary, it would not be specifically to Navalny, because I pointed out in my previous video, some of those trips were to Chechnya, Grozny, a lot of other areas where Navalny never visited. So if that squad was just particular for him, he's never even been to those locations. And it would not make sense to have a squad just for Navalny. That's too much of honor in that case. Yes, I'm sure, and Kremlin admitted they were watching him because of his statements and what he was doing, and some of his statements are concerning even for a democratic individual who believes myself in democracy. Some of his statements are even outside of that. Like I said, he included him in targeting children of certain people. I don't agree with doing that. So anyways, what did this officer do? This officer's name is Anatoly Makarenko, and he collected them over 4 years. And it only became known in November when one of the new commanders for a different region filed a complaint with Russian highest investigative body pertaining what people were forced to do. And also known the fact that WhatsApp is very vulnerable. WhatsApp had security issues, they had breaches, some people can obtain a lot of information from WhatsApp. A lot of people said, and it is on the list, one of the apps not to use because of the security risk. And especially WhatsApp is not a Russian-owned app. So if you would think, if you're going to be gathering that information in any type of group, you would be doing it on some type of Russian platform with Russian servers for security reasons. So the question ponders, is it possible that that Makarenko provided that information to Christo and was one of his sources, or 2, given the fact that he possibly compromised other people and someone was able to get access to that WhatsApp group and basically hacked it, and then somehow Grozov came in contact with that information? Because clearly I'm not saying I believe, because I do believe he's a wonderful journalist and I do have high regard for him. I don't believe he would ever hack any accounts like that or do anything of the above. So clearly it could have been a third party that basically then found him and provided him that information, because journalists do have their sources. But this is interesting that it came out on BBC and it just came out. So this is why the correlation of it. And additionally, overall, it actually stated that group compiles the records of over 800 trips. Overall, with everyone involved. Obviously, this information is not confirmed because this is coming from some other Russian board sources and everything like that. So it is a developing story at this point, but I wanted to point out that. And I thought it was very interesting. So now, another question ponders at this point, because the group, nobody's saying the group has been closed as of yet, and I'm not really sure what it will come out of. But interestingly enough, given the fact that the Russian Foreign Agent Act came into effect today, And given the fact that WhatsApp group, if it is still functional, it is highly likely Anatoly Makarenkov would be probably charged under Foreign Agent Act. And I'm not saying because he shared information as far as intelligence or anything like that. I think he could be charged with that because WhatsApp servers are located on the foreign soil. Therefore, I'm just saying, just alone with that, having that foreign connotation automatically could get him charged. He could be one of the first people charged under that act, given that it just enforced today. I mean, I'm sure in the next couple of weeks we're going to hear a lot of names that are going to be charged under that act, and it is going to be a big deal because clearly that act came in for a reason. And especially now, since also Putin signed into the law, the fact that FSB officers' names and addresses released now on active duty would actually be punished by criminal law as well. So this is a very interesting developing story. I would love to know what everybody thinks about it. Please click like, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day today. And I would love to hear what you think. If anybody wants to discuss any other topics, would love to have engagement, always looking for collaborations to work on videos together or any other media projects. Thanks again for watching and have a great day, everybody.